Hi there, so I'm in a place called Rose Isle. It's Rose Isle Beach, as you can see. It's the first time I've been here, so you're seeing it for the first time with me. It's just down a road from a place called Hopeman, where I've got to go to my next call, but I'm running a little bit early, so I thought what better place to come and make a video. What can I say about Minnie? Minnie's a coloured pony that I first went to about a year ago. She had been suffering with laminitis. She was a chronic laminitic. I was called there for a second opinion in the beginning. When I got there, the soles had appeared to have prolapsed through the feet, through the shoes. So I insisted on x-rays. Unfortunately, the x-rays when they got done showed that the pedal bone was nearly coming through the sole. So, feeling a little bit out of my depth, I phoned my friend Jim Ferry down in Glasgow. He's the farrier at Glasgow Veterinary University, and through that conversation we came up with a plan, what materials I had to hand in the van. And so what we decided was to build the foot up with some dental impression and hoof cast the feet. Did that for about 3 months, and Minnie responded really well to that. There was so much hoof wall separation when we got the x-rays back that I was unsure whether she was going to make it, because it was so severe and it had gone unleft essentially. It hadn't had the care it needed or the attention it needed. So I was sceptical whether we could do anything, but I'm glad to say that she made it through. We transitioned her out of the casts, then into heart bar shoes with packing underneath the heart bar. And I'm actually hoping today that we can put her back into normal shoes, because when I went there last time, her feet looked really good, and I think we're at that stage. Fingers crossed when I go there, she's doing well. So this is Minnie, the little coloured pony I was talking about. So for those of you that have very little horse knowledge, or you're not sure what laminitis is, I'll just quickly explain. Laminitis is a disease that affects the horse's whole body. It's catastrophic to the feet, and as farriers we have to deal with the feet. It can be so bad sometimes that the bone comes through the foot, and you don't need to have a great understanding to know how serious that would be. All too often as farriers we find out about a horse or pony having had laminitis too late, by which time all the damage has been done to the feet, and it could have been prevented. Laminitis should be treated as an emergency, and you should call your veterinarian if you suspect your horse or pony of suffering from the disease. So the image we're looking at now is an x-ray of Minnie's right front foot. It actually shows you how bad the foot is and how close the bone is to coming through the sole. And this is a perfect example of how vital it is to need x-rays when dealing with laminitis, and how important and how vital the vet's role is. So we've seen the x-rays, we've made our plan. This is the result of what we planned. What you're looking at is a horse's foot wrapped in cast. Underneath the cast is about 2-3 inches thick of dental impression material covering the back part of the foot. So looking at the lateral view of that x-ray, the dental impression materials built up from the extensive process back to the heel bulbs. So the idea behind it is putting dental impression material at the back part of the foot and building it up elevates the back part of the foot. Then that takes the pressure off the tendon that runs around the back of the foot and attaches to the pedal bone. That's the deep distal flexor tendon. And the hoof cast around the foot, that gives the hoof capsule strength again and just holds that hoof in place. So as the foot starts to grow down, it's all held together. So you're about to see Minnie after she's just had the cast applied for the first time.
That's a positive sign. Yeah.
So this was great to see because, as you can see in the video, she tried to trot away. Only moments prior to having this cast, she could hardly walk. And this was the follow-up x-ray 8 weeks after the cast was first applied. Again, another positive change. There's a lot more depth between the peel bone and the ground now. So 6 months on, this is the day that she came out of the cast and put heart bar shoes on. But as you can see, the feet still have a long way to go.
So when I got in touch with Aaron, Minnie was in a real bad way. We had a few specialists out and she was just in regular shoes, but she wasn't doing very well. So Aaron out for his opinion. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but it was much worse than we anticipated. Aaron spent the last year working with Minnie. He insisted on x-rays to start off with, and they showed how close she was to not being with us. She is an older pony. She's a special pony. She's done a lot for my girls, so she is the heart pony that's part of the family. So we did do everything we could through Aaron to try and turn around, and the last year with casting and remedial shoeing, she's still here with us today. She certainly wouldn't have been with us if it hadn't been for getting Aaron out and him working with her. So yeah, she's still here with us today.
So as you can hear, Alison gives me, I think, a little bit too much credit. I think personally it was a group effort. The vet definitely played a vital role. Alison also, without her following my advice and following it to the T, I don't think we would have had the same outcome. It's a lot of effort from an owner, from the feeding, the exercise, and to keeping the feet clean. It would have been such an emotional toll. So I hope you've enjoyed the video and you was able to take something from it. I wanted to give you an insight into Minnie's journey and the journey that took me on. Hopefully it'll help any future Laminitic ponies. If it does, great. If you'd like to see my next video, click subscribe. I will be shoeing a lovely horse called Bronte out on the Black Isle. That's it from me. Thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one.